The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 9, in the NLT, and it reads, "What sorrow awaits you who build big houses with money gained dishonestly. You believe your wealth will buy security, putting your family's nest beyond the reach of danger. But by the murders you committed, you have shamed your name and forfeited your lives. The very stones in the walls cry out against you, and the beams in the ceilings echo the complaint. What sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption." Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. I wanted to play this video for you and play a few more. We can keep going with the scriptures. Let me turn it up just a little bit.
Who gave them the right to charge us for water and land they didn't create? We should not be paying anything for our existence on this earth. Let that sink in. Let it scrape against everything that you've been taught. Because the most insane idea humanity ever normalized is that you owe money simply for being alive. You were born here without consent on a planet you did not create, under a sky that no government ever hung, breathing air that no corporation manufactured, and somehow you start life already in debt. That's not normal. That's not moral. That is not even sane. Explain to me how land became owned. Explain how water became a bill. Explain how shelter became rent, movement became a license, and rest became something you have to earn after selling most of your waking hours. They didn't just monetize labor, they monetized survival. And the moment survival has a price tag, freedom is gone. Because if you must comply to be allowed to live, that is not choice. That is coercion, wearing a suit and calling itself civilization. And don't insult people by calling this just how the world works. That phrase is the psychological gag they stuff in your mouth before they tighten the leash. Miss enough payments and watch how fast the mask drops. They don't just take your house. They don't just shut off your utilities. They take your mobility. They take your dignity. They cage your body, all because you failed to keep up with the subscription fee for being alive. That's not order. That is a threat backed by force. Work itself is not the enemy. Contribution is natural. Humans have always built, always grown, always created, and always shared. What is evil is when contribution stops being voluntary and becomes a condition for survival. What is evil is when fear of hunger, homelessness, and medical neglect is used as the whip. And that fear is not accidental, it's engineered. It keeps you obedient, tired, and arguing with your neighbor instead of questioning the system that's draining you dry. No moral system, none, can justify charging human beings for access to the earth they were born on. If a system requires you to earn the right to exist, then that system is illegitimate at its core. And if hearing this makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the sound of a lie cracking. You're not lazy for questioning this. You're not crazy for feeling it's wrong. You're dangerous because you're starting to realize the truth. You were never meant to pay for your own existence. Thanks for listening, and subscribe for more.
He said a lot, and obviously it's probably AI, but they said a lot. They said the truth, man. All right? I'll close off with this one real quick. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people mourn. Slakia. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And that's how you know that we're not, this place is not righteous. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right now, the people are mourning. All right? It's totally obvious. But guess what? This is Sirach chapter 10:4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right? And that's our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right? He's going to set over it in due time one that is profitable, man. All right? All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Hopefully this message was edifying. Shalom.